Hello, Spectrum Gatekeeper here. So, I've been thinking, and when I think, steam tends to come out of my ears, so it takes me a little bit of I have to have a rest after I think. I've been thinking and having a look around at other Spectrum channels, because what am I doing? What the F am I doing in life generally? But what am I doing? So, what I'm doing is expressing my love for Spectrum and talking about it. Now, somebody wrote a comment saying there's not going to be a market for a 40-year-old microcomputer, but I'm still going to watch your videos anyway. And it's true, there's not. I believe a lot of creators are looking for something. They're searching when they're doing it. And I think it's satisfaction. And I don't think, unless you've got a core love for the Spectrum, you're going to get satisfaction out of a Spectrum channel, really, are you? Because the views are going to be low, let's be honest. It's going to be a ceiling. You have to have a passion and a love for the Spectrum. Otherwise, you're going to do videos. You're going to realise, you know what, not how many people are. And you can see it if you go and look at some of, not all, well, kind of all, but look at some of the channels. It's not a diss. I'm just observing. When you've got a passion for something, you could have two people. You could have two people per video, and you're still going to rock, and you're still going to do it. I don't think there's anyone out there who can tell me that I don't bloody love my Specky. Anyone who knows me in real life, just ask them. So I think that's part of the problem. But I'm a lunatic and I love the Spectrum. So I think I'm going to be all right, I reckon. If I've got one person listening, I'll be all right. Just a one person. You're right, mate. Me, what I'm searching for is a chance to close the door, not be a dad, not be a husband, and just go back in time and play these games. I love gaming. So for me, with all of these fantastic games that are in the homebrew scene, which I haven't even come across, as well as the hundreds of Spectrum games that are out there anyway, the content is endless. If you do a video and get one view, I'm enjoying doing it. Can you hear? I have a lot of fun. I muck around. I'm literally mucking around. I'm taking it seriously, but you know what I mean? I'm having fun. So, how am I going to do these reviews? Well, this isn't a review. This is a look at a new homebrew game. When I do a review, you're going to see me play it from the beginning to the end. It's not going to be like hours long. Obviously, I'll cut it up so it's a shortened video, but it will be all my footage. But most importantly, you'll see me complete the thing. Because that's what gaming's about. Playing, getting through games. I remember playing The Great Escape back in the day on Spectrum and loving it, and it took me ages to play it and get through it, but I loved every moment of it and I was absorbed in that world. So this, for now, I guess is kind of like a preview of a new homebrew game called Far West. What I'm doing when I do my reviews, you're not going to have me taking a piss out of Spectrum games. You're not going to have me ripping Spectrum games. It's not what I do. I love the Spectrum, so even the worst Spectrum games I've got an affinity for, such as Renegade. Do you know what I'm saying? For example. So here it is. This is Far West. This is my very first time playing it. I didn't know what the controls were, so I'm just testing out the controls there. As you can see, this is my first time playing it. Right, that's the jump button. And this is don't walk into the cactus. This is a example of what I love about the Spectrum and about the homebrew scene. I love the fact that we've still got games. This is a 2025 games that have just come out. With this particular title, have a look below. You can donate what you think the game is worth, what you want to pay. I've obviously donated, not saying you have to, but I've donated. Pay what you think the game is worth and then get going. So Far West, it's essentially a Western platformer in a Spectrum stylee, so to speak. What I'm doing is testing my boundaries, seeing what I can get away with here. So one thing I've learned in a game, check this out, if you walk into the bad guys, your energy goes down. So you want to avoid doing that. Now I'm timing, see? Look at that, nice little timing there. That's what I'm saying. Once you learn how to do the controls, people, it shouldn't be that bloody hard, unless there's a unfairly placed game mechanic, or how you say, a bloody cheap thing that kills you. So I'm looking over there and I can see a coin, and I remember reading at the beginning that you got to collect these gold coins. So what I'm doing is jumping, getting the keys right. There we go. What I'm doing is no, you can't shoot him. Right, okay, so I thought I'd try shooting him, thinking, right, I've got to get to that gold coin. I think I can drop down here. So now I'm trying to time the drop as well as avoiding that crow. The music in this is great. I'm really enjoying it. It has a nice tight specky feel. The controls are slightly rigid, so it takes a little while to get used to. I'm using the gamepad, but I actually think I'd probably get on better with keyboard because it's not instantly responsive, so there's a slight delay. But again, when I do my reviews, I'm not cussing Spectrum, I'm not cussing the game, and I'm not going to cuss the creator. Disrespect. So go somewhere else if you want that. There's Spectrum. There's people out there who review Spectrum games and rip the piss out of them, which is fair enough if they wish to do that. But that's all I had. I've got to go back to my childhood. That's all I had at school, people ripping the pee out of Spectrum games. So if you're a Spectrum creator, if you're a homebrew game creator, this is a safe space. I'll say what I think works and what I think doesn't work in the game to help future development. I'm an experienced gamer. I've been playing Spectrum for what? So when did I get into Spectrum? Probably when I was 8 or 9, and I'm 45 years old. Right, so I've been playing Spectrum for a very long time, so I think I can, pass opinion on what things are and how things should be. Hit that snake there and ran into that one there. So I'm learning here. We're learning. Now I've got a feel for the fire button. Now I'm trying to time the jump with the fire. As you can see, get up there, boy. Yep, there we go. It's just a bit of timing. And like I always say with gameplay, everybody can be forgiven for, losing, for not being great at these Spectrum games, because a lot of them are initially quite hard, where especially when you go back to them and you're used to you're used to having your, how you say, nicely smoothed out with when you're playing games. What I'm saying is it makes it feel nice when you play games, because modern games have got nice controls, haven't they? But Spectrum games can be a little bit tight, but that's part of the whole thing. And then as time goes on, you'll start to see I'm getting used to it now. There we go, boy. There we go, boy. I won't die, I'll tell you that much. I will not die. I will not die. Once I know my limits, once I know how many lives I've got, once I know what I can get away with, once I know what risks I can take, then I'll start playing with that in mind. So I know, what have I got? 7 in the heart there, so I can take a few more hits, so I could try a few more things. I love the visuals on this game. I think it's got a very nice Spectrum feel to it. Ironically, I actually wouldn't mind more colour clash, as strange as that sounds. You've got, what is it? Oh, what do they call that thing when you love the hostages? What is that? I can't remember what it's called now. Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome. You've got Stockholm Syndrome to the Spectrum when you started to miss the colour clash. So I wouldn't even be opposed to more colour clash. Who remembers a game called Flunky? Do you remember a game called Flunky? And I think it was made by the same people who made Trapdoor and who made Popeye. This is purely going on my memory from when I was 10 years old. I haven't played those games since. I don't think, in fact, I'm going to see how much Flunky's going for on eBay, because I don't think I've got it anymore. But those games were rich and heavy in colour, really thick, blocky colour. And they managed to have a technique where they avoided the colour clash. So I don't actually mind a bit of colour clash. So yeah, more colour in this would be nice, but at the end of the day, it plays pretty well. It's just the controls a little bit tight, but nobody's out here complaining. Come on, so that's the extra heart there. I'll work that out. And what I'm going to try and do now is go up there into that up that cave into the screen of mystery. Well, it's not a screen of mystery anymore, is it? Because you've seen it. So I believe these are, I would like to say, Indian gentlemen, and I'm shooting them. So I'm timing this bullet here. Let's have a little boy. Come on, you get up. So, oh, bloody hell, is that how long I've been yakking on for? Okay, right, let's wrap this video up then, because you don't want me talking endlessly. I'm not a big fan of Let's Plays. Look at my head in the corner. Oh, it's a Let's Play. Nobody wants that, do they? So, this is my preview of Far West. I'm really enjoying it. It's a simple game. It's not a game that's going to, it's not going to tax you. But once you get used to the controls, they are very tight. Once you get used to them, it's actually a fun little game, and the music is brilliant. Have a listen. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed my first look at a homebrew game. Again, this isn't a review. I will review this game fully, where I'll give it a rating. Well, I might not give it a rating, actually. I might just say, yeah, I like it. I don't know. I'll have a think. But I will do a proper review with a proper structure, and I'll come back to this and properly review it. And you'll see me. You'll see more of the levels, and you'll see me at the ending screen as well, because that's what it's all about. Don't just play the beginning of it and say, look at my review. Play the game, will ya? Because I'm in your room and I'm watching you. Behave. Shout out to the creators of this game. All the information link is below. What I mean to say is all the information is in the link below. And Far West. Check it out. All right. Be easy. Behave yourself. See you later.